Hello and welcome to Tyrrell's Classic Workshop. This time round, with great fanfare, we're going to celebrate the completion of this restoration project. Very, very unusual and almost unique, I would say, to restore a Ford Mondeo, a 2006 Ford Mondeo ST220 estate to as new, if not better than new condition. That is quite the brief. We've got there, actually. Every single part of this car has been scrutinized, either restored or replaced, and it's been quite the challenge. It's amazing. A 20-year-old Ford, you'd think the parts would still be fairly easy to get for it. It's not an exaggeration to say it's actually sometimes easier to get parts for a 1960s or 70s Ferrari that we're restoring, or Lamborghini if you know where to go, which hopefully we do after 40 odd years of doing it. It's been more difficult to find some parts for this than it has for those cars. The smallest, minutest things, but Tom has done an absolutely magnificent job of doing this car. It's every bit as good underneath as it is on top. Ryan at Cheshire Prestige Paintworks, our Paintwork partner. Again, how many P's can you fit into a sentence? I'll try harder next time. Has done the paint job on this car and it is stellar. He's painted it to the same standard as the Lamborghini Miuras he's done for us, the Countaches, Rolls Royces, Bentleys. They've all been done to the best standard imaginable, and this car is no exception. The paint job is like glass.
So the outer panels were, like I say, really, really good. There was one door that had a bit blistering through at the bottom that we had to do some work on. You'd done all the work on the back end.
Yes.
Round the back and the metalwork round the rear. Bar that, the actual panels were really, really straight. There's the car part dings and dangs from down the ears, but nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing major.
And this is a 2006, so it's 19 years old.
Yeah. So you get cars that are 5-6 years old that have lots of dents down the side. Yes. This wasn't like that really. It had the odd one, but nothing major. The underneath now, because obviously there was bits of rust where the suspension pickup points were, and so we bare metaled all that. Epoxy primed it, 2K high build primed it, flatted that back, and then we used the 3M product to stone chip the underside and in the wheel arches and around the boot well.
Right.
The spare wheel well. And then we've painted underneath the same as on top. So it's got 5 coats of blue underneath and 3 coats of clear coat underneath. From new, obviously they get painted with the doors ajar and the doors get painted, but we've had every panel off and every panel's been individually painted. So all the back of the wing has got the same coat of paint as the front of the wing. Same with the bonnet, that's why the bonnet looks so good. Same with the back of the door. You don't see the backs of the doors really in the door jambs, but the back of the door has been fully coated. As per any restoration we do here, paintwork-wise, has got the same level of paint on the back as it has on the front. So every square inch gets the same treatment.
Right.
It's not drifted in, it's not, it's got full 3 coats everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how many coats of lacquer on top of that?
One gripper, 3 full wet.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever that means, I'm sure it's good.
Yeah.
It's just about to go for its final polish to him, actually, to get rid of any just remaining bits of paint sinkage where the lacquer's come down over the last few weeks and months since he did it. But this car is now finished. We're debating the alloy wheels, which are bespoke, they're for this model only, were originally diamond cut, the face of them, and we're just debating, we've had them redone beautifully, we're just debating whether we re-diamond cut them or not, and that is a consultation with the owner. I mean, we have been fiercely obsessive about originality on this car. The tailgate rear wiper arm and blade for the rear wash wipe, the Series 4 Mondeo, is actually better. That part is better than this, the Series 3. But no, we've got hold of an original factory Series 3 wiper arm and blade for the rear wash wipe because that's what this car left the factory with. It's been the challenge to find one that's very good because it's second hand, but it is like new. We've rejuvenated the plastic carefully. I mean, this has been a work of obsessiveness, this restoration project. It really has. We've got a couple of warning lights to put out. The engine management system is limited to 3,000 RPM at the moment until the engine has got some miles on it. It's got new pistons, the cylinders have been honed, etc. All been new timing chains because they're single row chains. And after 90-odd thousand miles, I am no great lover of single row timing chains. They fail on all sorts of engines because they're a cost-cutting measure. They're a glorified bike chain. So we've replaced the chains. We have to go with original so that we've got like-for-like timing chains and guides and tensioners. But this really has been a work of obsession, this car. I'm so delighted and gobsmacked with the end result. Because of customer confidentiality, I can't say too much, but it has been not been cheap. Let's put it that way. I would love to share how much this project has cost, but it is not appropriate. The owner wanted perfection. It is of great sentimental value to him, this car. It was his first ever car, I gather, before he made it big in industry. And his family tracked it down, bought it back for him, the original car, and we have had the privilege. He didn't quite know whether this was something that would fit in with our remit or not. And we said, okay, we'll give it a go. But you must understand this is on a materials and time basis. We cannot estimate for a job like this. And he was happy for us to do the work, and this is the result. And it is truly spectacular. This Ford Performance Blue, the original special colour, absolutely pops. It's an amazing colour to start with. Literally everything has been gone through on this. I never thought I'd get so excited about a Ford Mondeo, but here we are. So we're going to take the car for a run. We've got a couple of lights to put out. The engine, as I say, is limited to 3,000 RPM for running in purposes. And I'm very curious to see how this car drives. I have never driven a 2006 Ford Mondeo. I think the last Mondeo I drove was a 1993. Which actually was a very good car. As I say, the challenge has been finding parts for this car because it was an everyday car. It was not designed to be a classic car. In fact, the Italian car manufacturers in the 1960s and 1970s, 1980s weren't engineering these cars to last. Very few manufacturers actually did. Even Mercedes-Benz, the 116, the beautiful S-Class, the 107s from the 1970s, they had a particular plastic coating on the underside of the body. It was a white, like very thin layer of foam underneath, topped off with a black underseal. And once that got punctured, the water got in and it started to rust behind that coating. This applies to all Mercedes of that era. And they rusted like crazy, so that there was no such thing as a bulletproof car from the 60s and 70s. Finding parts for this, because this was not designed to last either, has been very, very difficult. Some of the parts are almost impossible to get hold of, and we've had to work with some of the most nerdy Ford Mondeo Series 3 people in the country just to get bits for this car. It's obviously been delightful to restore some of the bits, the suspension parts, etc., when we couldn't get new. But it has been quite the challenge, actually, quite the challenge. So not to be underestimated, actually, the amount of attention that this car has needed and had lavished upon it. I give you the Ford Mondeo ST220. Well, I've never driven a 2004 Ford Mondeo. This is a whole new experience for me. It feels very good, I have to say. We've obviously put 4 new correct tyres on it. The wheel alignment, the 4-wheel alignment has been done by state-of-the-art equipment and some very clever people. So, I mean, it should drive like a new car with all the work that's been done on it. And it actually does. I mean, everything feels beautiful. The engine is silky smooth. The suspension is quite firm, but I suspect that's how they were. And we are at the moment limited to 3,000 RPM because of the engine management system, and that's the way it was actually set up. I can hear something through the bulkhead, so I suspect we've actually got a grommet that isn't quite in place on the bulkhead. Interesting, the small, you'd never have guessed that in a million years, that was going to be the case, but it's just these hypersensitive little things. It actually feels like a very nice car, this. mean, let's face it, most modern cars are. They simply wouldn't survive in the marketplace if they weren't. I'm just whispering on the throttle there, and the engine's picking up very smoothly. It is a little jewel of an engine, this. It's very similar to the Jaguar and Lincoln engines. Jaguar reworked the top end, the valve gear slightly, but it's essentially the same 3-litre V6, and it is silky smooth, I have to say. The gearbox, you can change hands with one finger. It's just absolutely lovely. I'm not going to drive this too far because we're just waiting to cancel a couple of warning lights on the dashboard, but it's just beautiful. The clutch is light, the biting point is about halfway, everything works, the air conditioning is charged up, and it has got plenty of go, even limited to 3,000 RPM. Yeah, lovely. I think this is a tick. It's been one of the most bizarre restoration projects I've ever been involved in my 40 years, but nonetheless rewarding for that. It's been very rewarding to do this. It really has, and I think the owner is going to be delighted with this. Just to recap, of course, it was his first car, I think, before he made it big, and his family have found the car, sourced it, and bought it and presented it back to him, and he approached us and said, could you please do a total restoration on this? And with Ryan at Cheshire Prestige Paintworks, I think we have delivered something extraordinary here. It really is lovely. It's strange to rewind to a brand new Ford Mondeo ST220 from 2004. Very, very strange. It's quite a surreal feeling, really. Obviously, a lot of the cars I test drive are considerably older than this. I like the fact that it's off-beam and it's different. Very, very good. Very happy with this. I'm sure the new owner will be too. Well, that concludes another Tyrrell's Classic Workshop video. Please remember to subscribe, and we'll be back with something else very soon.